Hello and welcome to the Vital Blend. My name is Anthony, and I'm so glad that you could join me for this episode because today I'm going to be going over some of the great results and experiences that people had when they were taking my whole food plant-based 2-week challenge, which just recently wrapped up. I started it in early January, and I want to thank everybody for taking part. Some of you got some really great results, which we're going to be going over here shortly, and thanks for showing interest. You know, this whole challenge, it really brought out a lot of different aspects of what it means to go whole food plant-based, and I'm going to be sharing that with you. You know, there were some people that took to the challenge, they stayed with it 100%, they got some really nice results, and they've got a plan for the future going forward, and that's great. And there were some others that they did the best that they could. They had some struggles due to things going on in their life, and I applaud you for doing the best that you can in sticking with it. And then there were some that either didn't take the challenge or they couldn't get through the 2 weeks. And to those people, I say, you know, what's done is done. You can't change the past. You have another food choice coming up soon. Make it a good one. Tomorrow's another day. Next week's another week. Try to commit to yourself to get back on again. Of course, if you need any help with that, I'm here for you, all right? I just want you to know that. I also had someone who took the challenge because she had to. And it's somebody that I'm currently working with. And she's had a lot of challenges with her health. And she dropped me a really nice note. She's taking this challenge along with everybody else because she wanted to share a lot of the recipes that have helped her. And also she's gotten inspiration from everybody else that has, jumped onto the challenge. And this is what she says. Her name is Kimmy. She says, Anthony's support has been absolutely invaluable to me. I got on the scale today for fun and am the lowest weight I've been in at least 5 years. I'm not even doing this for the weight loss. I'm doing this because I have MS and had a heart attack on December 11th. So yeah, Kimmy, thank you so much for the kind words. You're doing great. The weight loss has been impressive. And like she said, she hasn't been focusing on the weight loss. She's been focused on her MS. Her diet has been restrictive, but that doesn't mean that she hasn't been eating well. She says, my food has been super simple, but also super delicious. And she even shared some photos with the group of some of the meals that she's coming up with. And I tell you, some really nice stuff in here. I really love the rice with vegetables. I could eat that every single day. Thank you so much, Kimmy, for sharing this. Since her heart attack, her family has rallied around her. They are all on board now with a whole food plant-based diet. So her environment now is better set up for success. This was a huge win for Kimmy. She should be proud that she was able to achieve this. So she's got her 4 kids and her husband are on board. And she also goes on to say that everyone has been commenting on my husband's weight loss as well. Thank you, Anthony, for this group, and thank you, everyone, for the support. So, even though she's been doing this for a while, she still was encouraged by the support, and she also, goes to show what can happen when you're consistent. Like, she has lost a considerable amount of weight. So, Kimmy, thank you so much for sharing this. You're doing great, and I look forward to more results. Now, I had a lot of other people sending photos over the last couple of weeks of what they've been eating on this 2-week challenge. Tanya sent a beautiful photo of one of her meals. Also, Tony, he does some batch cooking on the weekends and showed what he brings to work. Kara, she shared her almond milk that she made from scratch. And also Fifi, she showed her morning oats, which looks great. I love oatmeal. Also her Swiss chard with potatoes that she had one evening. I shared a photo of my spicy lentil soup, which I enjoyed multiple nights. And then there was Vanessa, who shared her 2 weeks of meal prep, which was impressive. Lots of great stuff in here that helped get her through the weeks. As a matter of fact, this meal prep helped Vanessa to get through a challenge within the challenge, which was temptations that may come your way. You could have the recipes, you could have the food right, but if you don't prepare, then you, what is the saying? If you fail to prepare, then prepare to fail. And certainly that was not the case with Vanessa. She was at work and she wrote this. She said, had all the temptations at work today. They brought in tacos, Chick-fil-A, and desserts. Thanks to meal prepping, I had breakfast, lunch, and snacks ready to go and was able to stick to my plan and not go off track. This was my lunch today, and it was delicious. So yeah, I really want to make sure that you understand the importance of meal prep and how it really helped her get through this temptation. You know, she was able to avoid fast food, junk food, coming into her workplace because she already had her food. Major, major win there. Way to go, Vanessa. Now, here's someone else, Eve. She said, I also had some temptations to face today since I went shopping in town. Lots of vegan junk food staring in my face, but I can proudly say that I refused. Great job, Eve. Way to go. We also had Jen. She said, my son ordered pizza for my husband and himself last night, and I was not even tempted to have a slice. Yeah, way to go, Jen. I mean, it's a little battle like this that you won that's very important, because if we're going to be talking about being consistent over a long period of time, these are the kinds of little battles that you have to win, because this is where people go off track. So excellent work there. Keep it up. Now, another challenge that came up within the challenge was feeling hungry on a whole food plant-based diet. And I had Joe, who was in the group, and he showed me what he had brought for lunch, because he said that he was feeling hungry throughout the day. Now, take a look at this lunch and see if you notice why Joe may feel hungry after a period of time after eating this. All healthy food, got a banana, pineapples, there's all kinds of vegetables, but you know what? Even though this is all healthy food and it's nutritious and everything, there is not enough calories here to sustain hunger. This is where the starchy vegetables come in, the whole grains, the beans, right? So think potatoes, white, sweet potato, brown rice, white rice, beans. When you include these foods in your breakfast, lunch, dinner, these are the foods that are higher calorie and they'll fill you up. So if you're on this way of life and you feel like you're getting hungry, then one thing that you can do is to add more starchy vegetables, more whole grains into your meals, and this will give you more satisfaction, as it did with Joe. He told me that it did help him out. Now, let's talk about some of the great results that people got on this 2-week challenge. I heard from Mary, and she says, the greatest benefit to the past 2 weeks was in helping me make a commitment to 100% plant-based eating and breaking the stronghold of eating high-fat foods in the evening after dinner. I'm down 4 pounds, lowered my blood pressure into the normal range, and joint pain is gone. Yes, these are excellent results that you've seen, and it's only been a couple of weeks, and Mary has even more that she wants to share. She says, most importantly, it helped me overcome my stinking thinking that I can just have a little bit of this or that animal-based food and it won't affect me. And my cravings for those things have diminished significantly. I've let go of my mental permission slip to eat standard American diet if someone else cooks for me. Yeah, this was a major win for Mary, just like it was for Jen that I just talked about, where her husband ordered a pizza and she didn't have any. You know, Mary avoided the animal foods, like a choice that she could have made there, or junk food. And because she stayed away from these foods, she goes on to say how her food cravings have diminished. She doesn't long for those foods because all she did was put some distance. And the way that you put distance in between you and these foods is when these opportunities come up, you don't indulge. Okay, that's the victory that I'm talking about. It's a profound little victory that you can make, and it is all part of your success. And Mary also talks about the success that her husband had too, because he followed her on this challenge. She says, my husband's fasting blood sugar, which was why he joined me in this challenge, went from 143 to 127. The positive trend for both of us is very compelling. Since joining your 2-week challenge and being 100% consistent, I realized that is paramount to lifelong success in creating health through a low-fat, whole food, plant-based lifestyle. So yeah, Mary, I'm glad to hear about your husband and the positive impact that it's had on his blood sugar. That's great. Like I said, it's only been a couple of weeks. That'll get much, much better if he sticks with it. And you're right. As I've said before, I even made a video about this, consistency is key. We can talk all day long about the food, making sure you got it right and it tastes great, whatever, but if you don't stick with it and you don't win the little battles that I was just talking about, then you're not consistent. The results come from consistency. And so I'm so glad that Mary is enjoying this. From what I understand, she's continuing on this lifestyle, and you're going to see more results by being consistent. So way to go, Mary. Also heard from Debbie. She says, thank you so much for doing this, Mr. Vital Blend. My husband has lost 5.4 pounds and I've lost 6. Both of our blood pressures have already dropped and my leg pain is greatly reduced, walking much easier. We both feel so much better eating this way. Yeah, Debbie, I love to hear this. Thanks for taking the challenge. Nice results that you've gotten within just a short period of time. And if you stick with it, you will get even more results. So thank you so much for sharing that. Also heard from Michelle. She says, ended up being down 11 pounds total, which is awesome. Also plan to start swimming a couple of evenings a week with a friend. I am going to remain whole food, plant-based. My friend is a diehard gym person and is now starting to show more interest in a whole food, plant-based lifestyle. We're going to share costs on bulk fresh foods to help reduce waste, so that's good. Hoping to reduce and eliminate my high dose of blood pressure meds and avoid any new ones. So staying whole food, plant-based strong. All right, so this is amazing, Michelle. There's so many little great things that you mentioned in this that I want to bring out. First of all, losing 11 pounds, that's the most that anybody lost on this challenge, so way to go there. And also she mentioned that she's going to start swimming a couple of nights a week with a friend. This is great. Swimming, I mean, you use every muscle in your body when you're swimming. This is a great activity if you can get involved in that. And she's doing it with a friend. That's major because that's accountability and support. And also, this is a friend that it appears that she has helped introduce this friend to a whole food, plant-based lifestyle. So that's great. And the fact that she can share in grocery costs, it helps to save her money. It reduces waste, like she said, and there could be other benefits there too. And so this is really, really powerful stuff because when you take a look at it all, what she's done is she has set up her environment for success, right? She's less likely to say, you know what, I don't want to go swimming today, when you've got somebody else that usually goes with you. You know, she is doing something that will help her to lose weight. She's being active. She's sharing an interest with someone else. These are all very positive things that can help keep you on track. And if you want to lose your high dose of blood pressure meds, this will do it, okay? Your next thing is going to be planning to get off the meds, which I would encourage people that if you're really going into this 100% with activity and eating these whole plants and you're taking a lot of meds, you're going to want to have a plan for getting off them. You need to talk to your doctor about that. So way to go, Michelle. This is excellent news here. Also heard from Jen. She says, I am continuing to stay with this lifestyle, and today I checked the scale and I am actually down 5 pounds from when we first started the challenge. And my glucose level was at its lowest of 150, and it was 233 the first day of the challenge. I'm exercising more and no longer craving the junk foods like I used to. I am able to pass on eating the standard American diet foods and not give it a second thought. Yeah, Jen, you have been seeing some really nice results, and it's because you've been consistent. And if you're telling me that you're going to continue with this lifestyle, then you will keep getting results because the results are in the consistency. Losing 5 pounds is great. Your glucose level down to its lowest. Again, if you're taking meds, you're going to need to, your next thing is going to be, all right, what do I do to adjust? Because if you're eating like this, you're taking food as medicine, you're taking the pharmaceutical medicine, something's got to give. The idea is to get off the pharmaceuticals. So please work with your doctor on that. And also, no longer craving the junk food because you've, like you said earlier, the pizza came into your house because your husband ordered it, you stayed away from it. These are the little victories that made the results that you have gotten possible. And the food cravings, I've heard, you're going to hear a lot of people talk about how they no longer crave food the way that they used to. And all they did was just stop eating it, put some distance, your taste buds change. And because of this, because of the change in taste buds, it's helped Jen to have these little victories. Great job, Jen. Keep going. We have Eve. She says, I am so happy that I joined this challenge and this group. Along with my diet, I am currently changing a lot of other things in my life, including doing more sports, dancing, building muscles, and improving my stamina. And I think I owe a lot of my determination to you guys. Reading about how you push through and achieve your goals, eating whole food plant-based every day, health improvement, weight loss, getting off medication inspires me and makes me want to improve myself every day a little bit more. Thank you for being such wonderful humans. Eve, thank you so much for sharing this. I love to see that you're being more active, doing more exercise, and it doesn't have to be going to the gym or even walking. It could be dancing, like she said. Do something that you enjoy that has activity. Anything that you can do to move your body is great. And notice also how she talked about how the group helped her. Having other people doing this really helped her, helped to inspire her. Just watching other people talk about, what they're eating, how they've improved their health, how they've lost weight, and maybe getting off meds. These are things that she found to be inspiring. And so that's why I formed my private Facebook group. As a matter of fact, if you want to join my private Facebook group because you want to learn how to lose weight or overcome your health issues and eat in a way that helps your body to heal naturally without medications, then I'll put a link to my group down below so that you can join. And I would love to be able to help you out. And also, Eve shared some wonderful photos of some of the meals that she was making during this 2-week challenge. Look at this beautiful salad. Thank you so much for sharing, Eve. And if you stick with this way of life, you will get more results, okay? Also got this from Miles. He says, visited my family doctor today for a routine checkup and for a prescription meds refill. Been taking what looks like a high blood pressure med for more than a decade. My readings were amazing, 110/70, plus also lost 1.5 kilos, which is about 3.3 pounds. This whole food plant-based diet works. Yeah, Miles, this is really good stuff. Congratulations. Your blood pressure is like what I get whenever I check my blood pressure. It's usually about 110/70. Again, this is normal blood pressure. You're going to need to work with your doctor to try to work on the meds because you don't want to over-medicate between the food and the pharmaceuticals. You might want to look into that, but way to go, Miles. And also, we have this one from Joe. He says, these last 3 weeks have been a total eye-opener. I no longer have the unhealthy cravings and the temptations are gone to get that burger for lunch. I feel better overall and have more energy throughout the day. I look forward to sticking to the diet and seeing how this transforms our health. Yeah, Joe, thank you so much for sharing this. This is really good stuff. Again, you'll notice someone bringing up the cravings, not having the cravings. Why does this happen? You have to keep in mind that our body, our taste buds, are wired for the natural world. So when you start eating unnatural foods, man-made foods, you develop unnatural cravings for these unnatural foods. And when you get away from them, those go away and you start to, I don't know if crave is the right word, but you start to appreciate whole plant foods. This is evidenced with a lot of people that we see who took this challenge. The food cravings are no longer an issue. They're able to win these little victories where something comes in their view, a temptation, and because they've meal prepped and because their taste buds have changed, they've stacked the odds in their favor for success. People are losing weight, blood pressure dropped, blood glucose dropped. Like I said, the cravings are going away. These are all really great results, and this is only after 2 weeks. Imagine what happens after a month, 2 months, a year. These are the success stories that you read about, that I feature every single day on the Vital Blend. This is how you get started. And there's a lot of lessons to be learned here. And of course, one of the biggest ones is consistency. Because If you've got the food right, but you don't stay with it, it's not going to work. So I hope that you guys learned a lot from watching this video and hearing about the many benefits that people saw after only a couple of weeks. And if you would like these types of results for yourself, join my private Facebook group. It's down below. Be sure to reach out to me. I would love to work with you. I have a free consult. We can talk a lot about what it is that you're facing, what you've tried, why it didn't work. What does this mean to you? Why do you even want to do this? What do you stand to lose? What would you like to do with your life that you maybe can't do now? And I can work with you because I've been there, okay? Working with somebody that's already achieved what you want can be very powerful. It can cut out a lot of mistakes and things that you would normally do that maybe don't serve your goals. I'd love to help you out. My contact information is below. Let me know what you thought about this video. If you enjoyed it and found it helpful, give it a thumbs up. Be sure to share it with someone that you know of or love that needs to lose weight, needs to get the blood pressure down, needs to get their health back, all right? That's what this is about. Once again, thank you so much for taking part in this 2-week challenge. I know many of you are going to keep on going. I applaud you. And if you want to get going, start now. The next meal, make it a good one. Like I said earlier, tomorrow's another day. Commit to yourself that I'm going to do this. And if you need help, just know that I am here for you. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I'll let you get back to your day or night. And be sure to eat more plants, love yourself, and I'll see you soon.